Good morning, everyone. I would like to welcome you back to our spatial webinar series. My name is Camicia Blackwood, and I'll be your host for this exercise. Now, before we start, I want to give a special shout out to our first-time attendees and give a special welcome to all our returning attendees. In today's Zoom webinar, we embark on an illuminating journey into the world of data analytics with our solutions engineer and certified Esri trainer, Natalie Dobbs. Today, we delve into the transformative realm of using ArcGIS Insights for your data analytics. In this enlightening session, we are poised to explore the power and versatility of ArcGIS Insights, a cutting-edge analysis software that seamlessly integrates location analytics with open data science and business intelligence workflows. With ArcGIS Insights, the boundaries of data exploration are expanded beyond imagination. It's not just about answering the questions you have, it's about unraveling the questions you didn't even know to ask. As we venture forth, we'll uncover the myriad of possibilities this innovative tool offers. ArcGIS Insights empowers analysts of all skills levels across departments to harness the full potential of their data. So, fasten your seatbelts and get ready to embark on a journey of discovery. Let's delve into the world of ArcGIS Insights with Natalie Dobbs as our guide. And together, let's unlock the doors to unparalleled insights and possibilities. Now, throughout this webinar, you may have some questions. Please hold these questions until the end, where we will have a Q&A. You can raise your hand using the function on the screen, and we will log those who have these questions, or you could just submit the questions into the chat box. Now, without further ado, let the exploration begin. Handing over to Natalie.
Thank you, Camisha. Welcome to today's webinar. So an overview of what I'll go through in the webinar. Firstly, we'll look at what is ArcGIS Insights, the deployment options that are available for your organization, the benefits of using ArcGIS Insights, how ArcGIS Insights works, and I'll go through a hands-on demonstration of ArcGIS Insights and the various resources that are available to get started. So what is ArcGIS Insights? So when we look at a definition from Esri, ArcGIS Insights is analysis software that fuses location analytics with open data science and business intelligence workflows. So throughout the webinar, you'll get an appreciation of what Insights provides. There are 3 deployment options that Esri offers for Insights to get you started. These 3 deployment options are software as a service, on-premise, and desktop. So firstly, we're going to look at software as a service, and this is available in ArcGIS Online. So this deployment of Insights is a browser-based deployment, which is licensed through an ArcGIS Online organization. A benefit of this deployment option is that it allows you to save time and hardware. So the second deployment option is on-premise. So this is on-premise using your ArcGIS Enterprise deployment, which is managed in your infrastructure. So this is a browser-based deployment that is installed and licensed, once again, with your ArcGIS Enterprise organization. The added benefit of this deployment option is that you have added security of hosting your software and data on your own servers, along with access to data connections and scripting environment. So the last deployment option that we're going to be looking at is Insights Desktop, which is a native desktop application for Windows or Mac OS machines. So this deployment allows you to take Insights in a disconnected environment, and it includes a scripting environment. So these 3 deployment options aren't isolated, and they're designed to work together as a system. So there are several benefits of using ArcGIS Insights. So the first benefit we're going to look at is fast data analysis. So through Insights' intuitive drag and drop environment, you're able to perform quick visualization and analysis of your data. So you can use different cards that are available to create maps, charts, and tables. The second benefit of using Insights is that it allows you to incorporate data from various data sources. So these various data sources can be spatial and non-spatial data sources. Additionally, if, for instance, you have some gap in your data and you require demographic data, you could use Esri's demographic data source. So the third benefit of utilizing Insights is that it allows you to share your results with the stakeholders. So Insights let you share data in a way that is relatable to decision makers. You can communicate and capture the results of your analysis using interactive charts, tables, maps, and story content. This helps you to convey the story behind your data, document your analysis method, and present information so it's clear and easily understood. So we've looked at the benefits. So now how ArcGIS Insights work. So there are 3 steps that we're going to be going through. The first one is data access. So prior to analyzing your data, you'll need to add your data into ArcGIS Insights. Secondly, you like to find answers from your data. So in Insights, you can perform your visualization and analysis. Thirdly, you can share your work with your internal and external stakeholders. And we're going to go through each of these capabilities in more details. So firstly, data access. With Insights, you can access data from various data sources. So firstly, we're going to look at ArcGIS Online and portal content. So your hosted or registered feature layers from your content groups or organization can be used. Feature layers from ArcGIS Living Atlas of the World, map image layer, and local layers. So local layers that is only supported in the Insight desktop deployment. Another data source that you can use in Insights is non-spatial data. So that can be spreadsheets from Microsoft Excel workbook and CSV files. You can also utilize your local files. So if it is that you have your shape files in a zip folder, your file database in a zip folder, that could be used in Insight desktop only, and you have GeoJSON files. Database connection is also supported in the Insights in ArcGIS Enterprise and Insights desktop. So what you'll do is that you'll create a database connection, and the databases that are supported are spatial databases, Google BigQuery, Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle, PostgreSQL, SAP Anal, Enterprise Geodatabase, Snowflake, and relational databases that use your Java database connectivity driver. So after your data has been added into ArcGIS Insights from your various data sources, you want to find answers from your data. So you want to perform some data visualization. In Insights, they utilize cards, and these cards can be map, charts, and tables. So in the screenshot that's on the slide, it's displaying map cards and chart cards. So for the map card, that displays geographic data to create an interactive map. You can also symbolize your map based on the data that you have. You have the tables card, so that is for your non-spatial visualization. And the table options that are available are like a summary or reference table. You have charts. So there are a wide array of charts that are available. You have a time clock chart, you have donut charts, you have a column charts. And I'm going to show some of these charts in the demonstration. And the type of chart that you have available to display your data is influenced by your data type that you have. Right, so continuing with finding answers from your data, the analysis. So if it is that you want to select a portion of your data set that is of interest, you have that option. You can perform spatial analysis, where it is that you want to examine the location, attributes, and patterns and relationships of the features in a data set. There are various tools that are available. Some examples of those tools are, for instance, you have spatial aggregation tool. So this is if you want to know how your data is distributed. You have enriched data, which uses Esri's geo-enrichment service from ArcGIS Online. So if it is that you want to obtain demographic and landscape data for people, places, and business associated with your point, line, or area data locations, you can utilize this tool for that purpose. In Insights, it allows you to do non-spatial analysis. So with non-spatial analysis, you can discover patterns in your data through examining and interpreting your data. You can filter your data. So if it is that you want to reduce the amount of data that is viewable, you could do that without changing the underlying data. If it is that you want to calculate the percent change, you could do that. So if you want to see how your data has changed over time, you also, if for instance, another option that's available, you want to see how your data is related, you could use the calculate ratio. So we're going to continue with analysis. So with the application out of the box, you have various charts options that are available. If it is that what is available out of the box does not, you have further requirements for your organization, you could use scripting, and scripting allows you to extend and customize the software. This is available in the Insights Desktop and Insights ArcGIS Enterprise deployment. The programming languages that are used for scripting are Python or R programming language. So the scripting in Insights, how it works is that it enables using a connection to a Jupyter kernel gateway, and it easily passes the data to your Insights workbook. So having the ability to use scripting in Insights, it means that you can perform the latest machine learning, artificial intelligence, or other data science processes in a single integrated environment if you have that skill set. So the last capability that we're going to be looking at is to share your work. So Insights provides ways to communicate your results to others and give you lots of options to help you share data effectively. So depending on your user's intended use of your output, you can choose the most suitable option. The option is available for you to schedule your analysis routinely, and this will capture any changes that is occurring in the back-end data. This is available in the Insights Enterprise and ArcGIS Online deployment. You can also give viewers the option to export subsets of the data or to capture charts as image files. Another great thing about Insights is that you can generate compelling interactive reports that can be live as embedded within an existing web page or application, or as their own self-contained web page. And in the resources section, we're going to provide a link to the gallery so that you can see how other users have created their reports and bring their story to life. As an analysis, it is extremely important to take the extra step to make your analysis results interpretable. So Insights let you add a helpful context to tell the story behind your data, like a text description or references to other content and media. Insights also helps you style your report so it looks attractive. You can add your organization's color, adjust font, borders, and more to get the look that you want. And finally, it's worth repeating, like insights let you share the model behind your analysis. This means other interested analysts can see the work you followed and reuse the same method for their own work. So now I'm going to go through a demonstration of insights. And for this demonstration, I'm going to be using Insights desktop. So as an analyst, I want to use Insights to interactively visualize and analyze data I have for some Caribbean countries. So I'm going to be using my Caribbean data from my ArcGIS online subscription. So I'm going to be navigating to my subscription and adding my data. So when I've had added my hosted feature layer, it's going to automatically generate a map card. So in the map card, that is going to display my data that I have in my data set. A benefit of utilizing map cards is that you're able to see your data spatially and you can change how your data is symbolized. So I want to change the symbology of my data. So I could do that based on the data that is available. And I have the option to have my legend so that persons can know what the symbology is representing. So the next thing that I like to do is that I want to see the correlation between Caribbean countries and their population. So I'm going to be creating a tree map card. And the feature that I was talking about Insights having a quick drag and drop intuitive interface, this is what you're seeing at play. So you see that it quickly created this tree map card and it's showing me of my data sets, how Caribbean countries in my data set are related to each other based on the total population. So next, I want to view population data from the data set to interpret, rather than interpret information from a chart. ArcGIS Insights have a key performance indicator card, which I'm going to be using. So I would select the field I'm interested in, and I hover over the card I'm interested in, and this is a KPI card for the total population of the Caribbean countries that are in my data set. For the different cards, they have, well, specifically for the chart card, they have different requirements. So you may need to change the field type that you have for a particular field so that you're able to use it for analysis. So I'm going to be performing an analysis whereby I want to find answers and I want to see how data is related. And I'm going to be using the core diagram for this analysis. And the fields that I'm going to be using is name, and I'm going to be using area. And I want this to be styled by total population. And then I run, and it's going to generate my core diagram. So this is what the core diagram looks like. I can hover over the various parts of the chart so that it lets me know what the colors represents in terms of which area is for, like the core itself is for the total population and the arc that is for the area. When I have a chart displayed, I also can change the visualization type. So I want to change it to an alluvial diagram, and this is what an alluvial diagram looks like. So another card type that I want to create is I like to create one for a bubble chart. So I'm going to be using area and name to create my bubble chart. So this will display based on my data, the area of the Caribbean countries in relation to each other. So Insights also provides the ability to view my non-spatial data. So if it is that I want to see my data as a table, I have that capability. So what I'll do is that I'll create the multiple fields that I want in my table. And then quick drag and drop, go to my table, and I create my summary table. And that is how I can quickly view my non-spatial data. All right, so since my cards are using the same data source, I want to configure the cards so that I'm able to, so when I make an adjustment in one card is reflected in all the cards. So I'm going to be doing that so that this functionality is enabled. So if I select one of the countries in a card, all the other cards are going to adjust and show me information for that particular country. And I can select the country again to see all the options. So this is the intuitive nature of ArcGIS Insights. So I have other analysts in my office who are interested in examining the same data set. So what I'll do is that I'll be publishing my data. So the process to publish is that you just have your title of your data. It's a report. You have keywords that help to describe your data. And I want to put a description for my report. So it's a population and area information for 9 Caribbean countries. So I'd like to share the data and I'd like to share it with my organization, and I click publish. And that is the process and how it is that I can share my data. So we went through the process of adding the data. The type of data I added was a hosted feature layer. So I added that data that created a map charts. And I created other charts that you see is your bubble chart, tree map chart, and a KPI card. And you also saw the summary table. So since we have looked at all these various benefits and capabilities of ArcGIS Insights, you might be interested in getting started. So there are various resources that are available, and we're going to share the link for these resources, such as the ArcGIS Insights page. If it is that you'd want to try the application, there is a 21-day trial that's available. There is the gallery where you can see the different examples that other users have created in the community. You have resources which provides helpful information. There are guided exercises that are available via Learn ArcGIS. Esri Academy provides a range of training courses and material to utilize ArcGIS platform. So some of the courses you might see self-paced and they require maintenance. So once you're connected to your organization account and they're current on maintenance, you'll have access to these self-paced courses. And Spatial Innovation provides certified Esri training courses on ArcGIS Insights and other components of the platform. All right, so our reminder, Esri User Conference, which is the world's largest GIS conference, will be held in July, both in person and digital access. So you can check if your Esri account is entitled to complimentary registration via My Esri, or you can contact at Spatial Innovation for assistance. Over to you, Kamisha.
Thank you, Natalie. Just before we move on, we're going to be entering our question and answer section. I noticed that there weren't any hands raised, but did any of you have any questions that came up during this presentation that you'd like to raise now? Okay, hold on. It looks like we have one. So from a Tarek Dixon, can you access data from the Living Atlas in Insights?
Yes, you can. You can access the data. Let me show you from Insights, where I go to the Add, and you have Living Atlas. You can click Living Atlas, and that's where you can access the information.
Does that answer your question? I'm assuming so. Are there any other questions? Okay, so assuming that there are no more questions, so I just want to extend my gratitude to our solutions. Wait, hold on. Another question just came in. Okay. So Tarek Dixon is also asking again, the data set of the Caribbean is available publicly. He's asking if it's available publicly.
Yes, the data set that I use is Esri's Inc. Data set, so you can utilize their data.
Okay. Are there any more questions? Thank you. Okay. Okay. So as we conclude this session, I just want to encourage all of you guys to continue your quest for knowledge and innovation. Yes, the recording will be made available to you. It will be uploaded to the YouTube channel after this. So thank you all for attending and listening and engaging. I hope to see you all again at our next webinar series. So until we meet again, thank you again for coming. Thank you, Natalie, for presenting.
All right, thank you.